Hey everyone, my name is Maggie, and today I want to give a brief introduction on the artist Rubens from the Baroque era, focusing mainly on his artistic side and his famous styles and works. Peter Paul Rubens was a Flemish artist and diplomat who's considered one of the most influential artists of the Baroque era. The Baroque era of art comes after the Renaissance era, starting from the early 16th century to mid-17th century. It was an era of arts such as paintings, sculptures, architectures, and music, largely influenced by the Counter-Reformation movement supported by the Catholic Church. It reflects the religious tensions at that time and the Catholic Church's desire to use arts to communicate religious themes and direct emotional involvement in order to reassert its dominance against Protestant Reformation. The Baroque style is characterized by vibrant movements and exaggerated motions, as well as strong, sumptuous color schemes, creating monumental paintings that are elaborate and highly detailed. There was an especially great demand for these paintings from the royals, who used Baroque-style art as a show of wealth and power. Rubens managed to create dozens of huge, wall-sized paintings, while playing an important diplomatic role in the 17th century Europe, thanks to his very innovative decision to run a studio of students and assistants that helped him complete his works. He'd often set off to set the structures of the paintings, leaving his assistants to work on the most parts, while he paints the main faces and key areas, as well as making adjustments and retouches. Though doing so was controversial, this way he could complete his works in the most efficient manner. And nevertheless, it is clear his works are very well made and each has his very signature style. He was also one of the last major artists that used oil on wooden panels as well as canvases. One of the major differences between the Baroque style of art compared to the Renaissance style previous is the addition of movements. This also leads to more freedom for the artist to express their emotions. Rubens was especially great depicting motions of animals, since many wealthy people in Europe at that time started to import these exotic animals such as tigers and lions, and use huge paintings of them as a show of power to impress their visitors. As you can see here, they're incredibly dynamic and realistic. Rubens was able to capture these instantaneous moments of movements in his paintings. And unlike many modern works, which you can see the entire image right before your eyes, these works are worth spending quite some time to look from the whole to each section and part. Rubens was also probably most well known for his nudes of women, from his wives to all different kinds of mythological women from different religions. He depicted them as the Baroque beauty standards of being full-figured, light-skinned, passive, and often very sexualized. Rubens had two wives. We can see the painting in the middle of his second wife, who was 37 years younger than him. He'd often emphasized the concepts of temptation and fertility in these women, and he was also a master of painting skins. He painted women with soft ivory skin showing rosy undertones. We can especially see the comparison with this also men in the picture, who's depicted as strong and masculine, and often aggressive as well. Their tanned, light brown skins create a great contrast with the soft, pearl-like skins of the women. And alongside these women, he also painted many other biblical and mythological pieces. Like said before, Baroque arts were encouraged by the Catholic Church as a way to communicate religious themes. Rubens made many pieces around stories in the Bible. He was very well educated and in fact raised Catholic. These religious pieces are also very typical Baroque style in that they're very decorative and busy. There are movements and so many things going on in every bit of the painting. Rubens also made many works around stories and figures from the Greek and Roman mythology. Again, these paintings are so elaborate and detailed that I can't imagine how long it would have taken if he did everything all by himself. Rubens also took inspirations from many other Baroque and Renaissance artists, such as the painting on the left. It's largely influenced by Titian's piece, The Worship of Venice. Unlike some other artists, Rubens' works were highly recognized during his times through his connections and reputations as a diplomat. He lived a very accomplished life and was well celebrated both as an artist and as a diplomat. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short introduction to Rubens, and I really encourage you to check him out more and perhaps go see for yourself some of his paintings in major museums. Subscribe for future videos every week, and check out last week's video by Coco on Bach, a musician also from the Baroque era. Did you know he had 20 kids?